Hello everyone, welcome back to City Skylines episodes. In this video we're continuing the development of our cargo harbor with part 2 of the build. Very unfortunately guys, this isn't going to be the last part, as I have expected previously. As I've mentioned in the part 1, I said it's only going to be 2 videos, but unfortunately it's not. It's going to take a lot of time to build this harbor, and there will be the third and the fourth video coming as well. And if you haven't seen the part 1 yet, make sure to check it out first for all the groundwork we laid for this project. And today we're making some big improvements, so let's get started. First, as you can see, I have started by removing one of the roads leading to the second harbor, the one without the train connection. I needed to free up some space for the first harbor that has a train connection. This change allows me to properly lay down the train tracks going out of the harbor for efficient cargo transport. Okay, as you can see, that's exactly what I was doing there. I was making sure it's nice and flat, and now I'm deciding which way the train is gonna go, and we're building a 90-degree smooth turn and an elevated one. It's gonna go over right above the highway and the river. Okay, as you can see, I'm gonna do it right now. There we go. And what I'm doing now is I'm using the movie tool to make sure the bridge is nice and flat, and then I'm going to use the parallel road tool in order to make that level change smooth and nice. Okay, so basically that train track is going to go towards the industrial area, as you can see, to that one. And after that industrial area, I'm going to build another track that goes to my second industrial area. Okay, and here, as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm adding a security road, security check roads basically, and it's a dedicated road at the entrance to the harbor. These roads are essential for inspecting suspicious trucks before they enter the port. It's a common feature in real-life harbors to ensure cargo safety and port security, so I have included it for realism. Okay. And as you can see, I used the terrain painting mode, and I painted that little area in concrete. Okay, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start creating a new road system going to the left from there. Basically, it's going to be a road system that is going to be one with a tunnel that bypasses the train tracks we just built and connects directly to the second harbor. And this avoids any interference between the train and the trucks and the cars, you know. So the cars do not have to stop at a red light and wait for the train to pass, creating traffic, you know, and causing delays, etc. You know, we want to make everything as smooth, as efficient as we can. And here, as you can see, I'm using the node controller and the moving mode to make that turn look smoother. It's very important for me in this game to make the turns, the roads, everything, to make everything look clean and as realistic as possible. This is why I take my time on doing that. Here I'm building a tunnel. I'm using the movie tool in order to lower that node, and so the terrain doesn't look a bit bumped up at the end. And I'm gonna use the parallel rotor on this one, and I'm gonna follow the train tracks, but it's going to be a road for cars driving into the harbor, into the second harbor. We can call it the terminal 2, and that other one is the terminal 1. Okay, here we go. Very nice. We're gonna make it the same level as any other road. We're gonna use again the parallel road in order to connect it to the harbor. I absolutely love this tool, guys. This tool is essential. If you are building any city, no matter what you are building, this tool is something you have to really use in order to make your city look good, in order to make your roads look good, you know? You can make them look symmetrical, nice, clean, smooth turns, you know? This tool is amazing. It's essential. You have to have it, guys. Let me know in the comments, I mentioned previously. Let me know in the comments if you do not know how to use this tool. Let me know, and I will make I can film a whole separated video on how to use this tool. So you guys can do it yourself in your cities. Basically what I did there, I created to an exit and an entrance to the tunnel. And I'm going to connect it again with the same mode, with the same tool. Okay. Everything pretty easy. Nice and easy. Okay, that already is starting to look nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that port area, like in the terminal 1, I'm going to make it the same shape. I'm going to create that semi-sphere here, using that typical roundabout technique, you know? Yep. There we go. I took it out here because I was going to make it wider and bigger, but then I realized I don't really need that much space, you know? It was good before. It was just enough for what I was going to build there, you know? So I realized I don't really need that much space. So I decided to do it this way. Again, I'm gonna use the parallel road tool. I'm gonna use the exit road parallel to the entrance one, so it looks nice and symmetrical. This was amazing. I absolutely love it, guys. I know I've repeated myself several times, but seriously, this is very important. Then what I'm doing here is I'm gonna make the exit from the tunnel and the road that goes out of the port that takes you back to the main roundabout was built in the part 1, guys, if you remember. Okay, and again, node controller, move it mode, moving the nodes, straighten them, very nice and clean. Now we're gonna make the exit tunnel. And we're gonna do exactly the same thing we did with the other tunnel. Okay, we're gonna make the exit, we're gonna make the entrance, we're gonna connect them using the parallel road tool. Super easy. Okay, look how clean that looks. Looks nice. Now what I'm gonna build here, does it remember? Yeah, I'm gonna build a U-turn there. Okay. Just if someone has to go back to the terminal 2, they don't have to drive all the way back to the terminal 1 in order to come back, you know? Just more convenient. We're giving people options. Okay. That's good. What I was going to build here is another security check road here, but then I decided I don't want to do it there, and I'm going to do it right next to the terminal 2, because this is the road that goes to the terminal 2, you know? So I've decided I'm going to do it closer to the terminal 2 because it just this looks better, you know? Yeah, this is where I chose to do it. And then I'm going to use the node control, I'm going to use the move it mode, I'm going to use those two modes in order to make it look good. Guys, in case if you don't understand how to use any of these modes, please leave me a comment and I will make a whole video explaining how to use those. Okay, everything is looking nice and clean. This is another security check roads in case if any trucks need to get pulled over and to get the cargo checked and the containers checked or whatever. Just another reserved road for in case if anything needs to be done. Same thing here for the Terminal 1. Nice. Moving on, guys. As you can see, I'm building another street, a beautiful one with the trees. I think I'm gonna replace that street with a different one, parallel to the main road. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build office buildings right behind the harbor, right there, right behind the port area. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that one long street. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna make it a bit wider so I can make just so I can add some parking to there because that's where the office buildings gonna go for the port management and stuff, like dispatchers and other employees who oversee the port operations. Yeah, I'm building a roundabout just at the end of that street, just so it's easier to turn around. The buildings are strategically placed to give them to give the employees a clear view of the entire port. That's why I've built it just behind it. This is just another security check, so they know who drives in and who drives out. No? And those are the building offices I chose, not these ones. Okay, we'll see now. Those ones. They look super nice and futuristic. That's why I chose them. I'm also gonna add, you will see now in the video, I'm also gonna add some amenities for the employees. I'm gonna add the parking spaces there, including like some spots for electric vehicles and accessibility friendly parking spots, and just to keep things nice for the workers. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna include a whole park behind the office buildings for the employees, just so it looks nice and so the whole area looks nice and good. What I'm doing now, you might be thinking, why am I building the same road and I'm breaking it? Just because I want to make sure that all the cars on each section of the road in between nodes, I want to make sure that the cars drive on the same side. I don't want the cars to be driving on the left side of the road and then going to the right side, because these are parking roads. These things can happen. Okay, cars may be driving on the left side, and after the next node, they can move to the right side, and then they can go to the left side. This is why I'm breaking them and building them again, just to make sure to make that all the cars drive on the same side and they park on the same side. So there's no zigzaggy thingy going on in there, you know? You see, as you can see there, everything is nice. All the cars are driving on the left side, right in front of the building, and they're gonna be parking on the other side. There we go. The way I place these parking sections, these parking spots, I place them first, and then I use the move it mode in order to adjust them to make sure they're nice and parallel to the curb before I place them. Now, in order to make everything easier, I'm just gonna copy all of them using the move it mode. I'm gonna copy the, how many are there? Three big parking spot sections, and I'm gonna just paste them in front of the other building. Okay. In the last video, most likely, yes, in the last video, what I'm gonna do as well, I'm gonna use the intersection marking tool in order to draw all the lines and to mark all the intersections and make all the streets and roads look good and nice. What I'm making here is I'm making small sections in between the buildings. That's where the electric vehicle charger is gonna be, and the accessibility friendly parking. Okay, this is going to be separated from all the other parking spots. Another thing, guys, some people asked in the comments why am I still playing the City Skylines 1? The reason is very simple. I'm still playing it because in this part, in the City Skylines 1, I can still go creative. You know, you can still go super creative and do whatever you want thanks to the Steam Workshop and thanks all to all the props and all the modes we have and we can use. Because as I know, for now, you cannot do any of this in City Skylines 2, guys. This is why I'm still playing this. I will buy the part 2 and I will try to figure it out before I start filming it, but for now I want to stick with this one because it really allows me to go creative and start and build things I want to build, you know? And as you can see now here, what I'm doing is I'm defining the container loading areas, these ones in between the roads. I paint the ground with concrete textures to represent the heavy-duty surfaces typically used in ports. Okay. These surfaces are durable enough to support all the cranes, trucks, and containers moving around the port. It's a bit complicated on the turns, that's why it may look like I'm taking a lot of time on it, but I just want to make sure it looks good. Okay. This is terminal 2. Nice. I would really appreciate if you guys would go and check out the Formula 1 island I've built. There are like 4 or 5 videos of me building it, and there's a Formula 1 racetrack there with dealership, car rentals, and luxury apartments, luxury boutiques, and everything. It's super, super nice. I recommend you going and checking it out, guys. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to build a connection road to the terminal 3. You cannot see it for now because it's not there, but it's gonna be there now. I'm gonna add it in this video. It's going to be right there. It's gonna look very similar to the terminal 1 and 2. Okay. No harbors there for now, but we will see what it's gonna look like after and what's the purpose of it gonna be. Most likely it's going to be another loading and unloading area for the containers. I've changed my mind there. I decided I don't want to place it there because if I was gonna do it there, I would have to build another tunnel, another bridge or whatever, and it wouldn't be very convenient for the heavy trucks going up and down all the time. Going from terminal 1 to terminal 2, it doesn't matter because there's enough space to make the level changing of the road smoother, where here there isn't enough space to do that, you know. This is why I just decided to make a right turn there, and that's it. From the roundabout, you know. Okay. I did that road manually, but I just wanted to make it parallel to that road next to it. Just so it looks clean. I used the node controllers to stretch it out there a bit. Parallel road tool doing the magic. Security check road right there. I have to move the nodes here, yes. As you can see, I'm doing it now. I had to move that node a bit so the road doesn't look broken or glitchy, you know. Yeah, it took me some time there for some reason. Anyway, saying thank you. Painting it with the concrete, like all the other terminals. There we go. Another security check roads for the truck. For the trucks entering the terminal 3. That little one I've built before was for the trucks exiting it. Yes, I will use the intersection marking tool in the future in order to make all this more organized and look better and more realistic. Okay, I'm gonna paint this little area, this thin area in concrete as well. Okay. That looks a lot better. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add a dedicated street here, branching off from the main roundabout for emergency services. Okay. It provides quick access for police, fire trucks, ambulances, and other essential vehicles to ensure safety and security in the port area. It looks quite simple, but I will add a lot of parking for the fire trucks and the police and the port security vehicles. Maybe some helipads. I think it's a good area to do because it's right on the roundabout. In case if something happens, they get on the roundabout. They can directly decide to which terminal they're going without having to drive around a lot. Very nice. Well, guys, this was that's it for the part 2. Okay, of building the cargo harbor. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the part 3, guys. Thank you very much, and bye bye.